So as you can tell from the video, this is a review on the Panasonic 200mm 2.8 lens. I'm not going to read off a load of specs. I'm not going to be looking at some sheet and just reading it off, or reading it off on the screen, or someone telling me, or an earpiece telling me what to say. So this is independent. I haven't been told to say anything. Panasonic have definitely not asked me to do a video on it because I've got like 4 subscribers. So enjoy the video. Basically it's all hands-on, so I'll go through a tiny little bit of specs and show you what the camera does. Hope you enjoy the video, watch the rest of the footage, and you can make your own conclusions on what you think this lens is really like. So what's included? Well, you've got a little tiny 1.4 converter, so this will make it now 560. So obviously 200 times by 1.4 is 280, then obviously times that by 2 is 560 if my maths is correct. But you compare it to say like the Sigma on a full frame, so that's a 1.4 converter and that's a 1.4 converter. So straight away you can see like size, but obviously quality can be really important. So you've got to make your own mind up by maybe watching the rest of this video what you think the quality is. So I got the 200 with the 1.4 converter. You see, it has a bit of focus breathing on it. And obviously they didn't like each other. It's funny, when I got the back end of them, yeah, a bit of wobble. That's me, not the camera. So what do you think of it? So things I like about it, it's just a little bit more sort of discreet. So like say if you've got a great big lens, then obviously potentially you're going to draw attention to yourself. So if you're out traveling, gone out for a day trip with the missus or the girlfriend or whoever, the boyfriend, whatchamacallit, then you might bring some attention to yourself. So when I've been out and we're taking photographs or filming something, a lot of people come up to you because you've got a big lens and stuff and start asking lots of questions, which sometimes can be a tiny little bit infuriating, especially if you're taking pictures of birds that are very timid, like kingfishers down Gloucester Canal. But that's another story. So you got a manual aperture ring. You can put it obviously to automatic if you want to. So it goes from a 2.8 all the way up to f/22. Really easy to twist, so it's not stiff in any way. Got a nice 77mm filter thread, which is obviously a very common filter thread. So if you want to put a lens protector on there, or a UV protector, then obviously they ain't going to cost you the. And also you got like your lens collar, which can be useful. So for me, I do a lot of filming on my own, like I am now, and I do a lot of fishing, do a bit of wildlife, but obviously you can use that, put it on your tripod, and away you go. And obviously the beauty of the GH series, there's no record limit, so therefore you can just set it up and just let it play. So I did get this second hand for 1300 quid from London Camera Exchange. So this video is not sponsored in any shape or form. So we got autofocus on this, and as you can see, a bit of focus breathe in. I've used it in manual and had no problems once it's set correctly, so happy days. But using autofocus just ruined it. Look, a bit disappointed, to be honest with you. Could be a firmware, could be the camera. Remember, I am a basic photographer. Looking at this is quite good. I was quite impressed. The conditions are freezing, as you can see the lake is froze. And the little flicker just past the sign is actually someone's fishing pole. So this lens is weighing in at 1 kilo 245 grams. Okay, so if you compare this to, say, the Canon EF100 to 400 lens, that's weighing in at 1 kilo 600 grams. Obviously that's full frame, this is micro 4/3, so obviously a little bit different, but fundamentally trying to get the same sort of results. With regards to obviously the 100 to 400 lens, obviously it's a little bit heavier, and obviously if you're zooming out, then it zooms out maybe 50% more than its actual size. So like I say, this is just like a little bit more sort of discreet. So if you're on the traveling, so you want to travel light or going abroad, then maybe this lens and this outfit of micro 4/3 could be something that you want to consider.